Hey guys, it's Will from Share Your Passion Online. I wanted to give you some productivity tips that I just started doing, and I thought it might help you guys. What I've done is I moved my computer from where it was into an office area, and that made a huge difference. I mean, if you're in an area that's like near the television or something, you can put headphones on. Like I've got these Bose noise canceling headphones, but it's just tempting. It's there, and if it's on, you just go and sit down and watch it. This is just my scenario. You might not have that scenario. But if you notice this in yourself, I just was in a bit of a rut and mostly just surfing. So I kind of look at things as two things. One is consuming and one is producing. So you want to have a balance, whatever that percentage makes sense for you. But I had a really unbalanced situation where I was consuming. So that means like I say, watching TV, surfing the web. I'm consuming content and I'm not really producing content. That could be a blog post, a video, a book. So I've decided to, I sort of set up the day now like a job. So I got up, I work, I have lunch, I take a break, I come back and I work for the afternoon, and then I'll do the television and most of the surfing and that in the evenings. And that's going to be for a period of time at least until I get done some of the projects that I wanted to get done. So I had an ebook that was, half or 2/3 finished, and every time I start looking at it, I would have trouble getting back into it again, and didn't really, you got to really get your brain in motion. So I moved my computer out away from that television area and just distractions. And this is I've got a Dropbox set up for when I do books, so I can use text files. So I've got a system called LeanPub where I publish my ebooks, and there's just text files, so you don't have to worry about formatting and get distracted. And when you're writing, you just want to kind of focus on the writing. You don't want to do editing or graphics and things like that. You want to get the content out. So create a structure, like a table of contents type thing. Get your initial structure out there and start filling in the sections. That's my advice for ebooks. And this allows me to essentially stay offline. If you are tempted to surf the web, and it's taking, it's real, even if you're even if you're in a separate area and you're still surfing the web quite a bit on the Mac, and you can go to this little Wi-Fi section here, and you can turn it off, or you might even unplug the internet cable, the Ethernet cable, and just do something like in a Word doc, on your machine or whatever you're using. If you want to really, I can't really go to like a Starbucks and where there's crowds and noise. Like I don't really need that stimulation. That's not how I want it. In my case, it was the television, and to some extent the internet. So once I was amazed how quickly I got back into focusing for quite a few hours straight, without too many distractions. Take a look at your life there and sort of see where you might be able to put a little more focus in and get some more productivity. Two big ones are turning off the internet. Just try to work in like a burst. Just say you're going to do an hour, or just say you're going to do 2 hours, so that you're not too overwhelmed. Take a break at lunch, or if you have a day job, you could get up in the morning, or you could try to do it in the evening. But just put off, everybody's so addicted now to the internet, I feel, continually checking all these notifications. That's another thing, is I was getting a lot of emails from Facebook at one point. I turned off email notifications, and there was also on iMac there's a notifications coming up over here, which was distracting. So when I went to system preferences, and then there's the internet accounts, I had a Facebook and a Twitter that was added there somehow. You can see it's inactive, and it was not even in the browser, but it was coming up on the screen. So, and then you can close, like I have Chrome open, you can just minimize it, you won't see those. But if you if you have the browser there, you start to see these numbers, and that's where, I've got a lot of windows open here, a lot of tabs, but you'll see the numbers, and that's when you're tempted to go and take a look at those. So there's all these things that are stimulating us to kind of come back and check our social media. So just wanted to point that out, and I'll have some more discussions. It's February 22nd, so I'll be doing an income report in about a week or so, and then I've got some some announcements about some things that I'm going to be doing to hopefully ramp up some more sales in the future. So we'll talk to you guys in the next video. See you later.